Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is February the 8th and it was an unusually restless night last night in this household. And the day wasn't too much easier, but we're winding down the day here and I had a little bit of free time. And so I wanted to share something fun that kind of captures a sentiment of that time when I was met with a challenging situation. Well, there you have it. This song was called Have You Decided? And it pretty much paints a picture of a circumstance where I had to talk things through with the devil. Yesterday itself, I almost got run over in a parking lot by someone who was trying to flee the scene of an accident where they ran into my vehicle. And they were only trying to flee the scene because, well, most people don't want to go through the legalities of dealing with a circumstance like that. You know, usually there's a whole set of circumstances that comes along with having an accident. And the unfortunate thing is that I had to take action to even present this situation to the person who damaged another person's property. They damaged my property. In the past, I know that as a child, I acted like a child, and I've certainly damaged other people's property, and most likely may never even remember that there are things that I haven't taken responsibility for. And as an adult, there are other circumstances where I've tried everything I could to explain my circumstances to all of the parties involved. And for whatever reason, some people just don't want to acknowledge a true apology. They only want to have vengeance. And because of that, we have a society where hardly anyone trusts anyone else to do the right thing. Now, a lot of that is because of the examples set forth by our fathers, our founding fathers, you might say. Although our founding fathers tried to outline verbatim the ways that we can help one another. And for some reason, we overlook those qualities and those equalities that are inherent within one another, because we're only looking at self-interests. Now, these are all just thoughts, and these thoughts are things that I share freely here. I don't try to sell custom shirts or anything like that are manufactured brand new for the purpose of trying to raise money for myself. But I do continue to make money, and that money that I make, I try to share where I can, when I can. It's very difficult to share money when constant things are occurring that seem like dramatic things. Like, for an example, people hitting my vehicle and causing damage, certain things breaking down in the middle of, circumstances where they shouldn't break down, the basic Murphy's Law type stuff. And a lot of those things I consider tests of patience. And my patience it's been pretty enduring so far. But that's because I'm not prone to become angry all of the time. And for whatever reason, that's allowed me to persevere. And that's what this song was about. I met with the devil. He gave me his hand. He told me he'd love me as long as he can. At first, I avoided saying that I don't choose to kill, steal, and destroy. And once I turned over that leaf, so to speak, I was able to at least operate a little bit more freely. Now, when I say operate more freely, we have a bunch of laws here in this country where I live in, just like wherever you're watching. I'm sure you have a bunch of laws where you're at. And a lot of them are meant to kind of keep us between the bumpers so that we're able to maintain our course of being tolerable with one another. But to actually come across as compassionate, you have to offer a part of your heart. So I'm offering a part of my heart. I'm offering my full heart to all of the experiences that I'm having here and everywhere with one another. And I'm doing my best to try not to sound like I'm just nitpicking at the things that are occurring. I'm trying to point out the things that I believe that we can work on to enhance our experience with one another. And in some cases, it seems like I'm getting a little bit of pushback. The pushback has been challenging, but I continue to work even harder and harder to overcome those obstacles. So I want to ask for prayer, not for myself, but for all of the people who are suffering through legalese, through the circumstances where they're having to deal with legal systems because other people are leveraging battles against people who simply don't deserve to be going through those battles. And all of those monetary distractions that have continued to hinder all of our friends and family, I pray that we nullify those things in the name of peace. And you can interpret this however you want to. You can check some of the symbolism that you might see in my proximity. And you can also hear the pure essence of the words that I'm saying by not even watching this screen and just hearing what I'm talking about. And if you understand that I'm in favor of peace, and if you're also in favor of peace, well, where two or more are gathered in the name of peace, all kinds of miracles are possible. So thank you so much for continuing to pray for those miracles for one another. I hope that you're having a miraculous day of beauty and bounty and overcoming those basic trip-up attempts that are thrown at us when the devil wants to meet with us. And I hope you're having a great day. Until next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.